Hello everybody, welcome to the Bernavin craft video. Today I'm going to take you through how to make these very cute chick and rabbit jars for Easter. So for this you're going to need a jam jar, some paint, acrylic paint or emulsion paint. We're using white and yellow. You will also need some feathers, some white card, some orange card, some patterned paper, only if you have it, googly eyes, and some tape or Pritt stick, and a sponge. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is to get our jar painted. So if you're going to do the rabbit, you're going to do it white. So just using our sponge there, dipping into our white paint and just sponging that over till the whole jar is covered. Okay, now if you want to do the chick, I'm going to go for yellow for it. So I'm going to dip into the yellow paint and just one layer of paint will be enough, but you'll need to sponge on your paint and let it dry probably for an hour. Okay, so whenever your paint and your jam jar is dry, let's take you through making the wee chick here. Okay, so we've got our yellow jar. What we're going to use then is our orange card, and we need to cut out 3 things from the orange card. We're going to cut out a beak and we're going to cut out little feet. Okay, so for the beak, I just cut out a wee strip of card, fold it in half, and then cut a little triangle, and then that'll open out for the beak. So we're going to use some glue and glue that on. There we go. Then you can draw out your little feet onto the card and cut them out, and we'll stick them to the bottom. If they don't stick well with the glue, you can use a bit of tape. Okay, now next is our eyes. So I'm using googly eyes here. If you don't have googly eyes, you can use a little bit of card, bit of white card, and just do a wee black dot in the centre. Next thing is our feathers, which will give our little wings for a chick. There we go, and we'll just position them to the side. Right, so that is our chick. Right, oh, my feet, I'm gonna use the tape for the feet, because my feet have stuck to the paper. So if that happens, you bit of masking tape or sellotape, because the bottom of the jar won't be seen, and we can just tape them on like so. Okay, so that is our chick done. Now let's take you through how to do the rabbit. So we'll have our white paint, it's all dry. What we are adding for the rabbit is our ears and the nose and then the eyes. Okay, so for the ears, I've just used some white card and drawing out the ears. So you can sketch it out. I think of it like a really tall M. There we go. And then we can cut that out. Now you can also then, I've used some patterned paper to do the inner bits of the ears. But if you don't have that, you can colour in. You can do like a wee pink centre in them, and that will work just as well. Okay, so we cut out our ears. There's my ears cut out. I have this pattern paper I'm going to use for the inner bit of the ears, so I'm going to stick those on. There we are. I've cut out a little nose, which if you cut it out a triangle, but then we want to curve the edges of it. Okay, so that's going to be our nose. So we'll get our white jar over and we're going to assemble this on. Now for the ears, I'm going to stick them just to the inside rim of the jar. There. I'm just going to use a bit of tape. You can use sellotape or masking tape, whatever you have to hand. Just get another wee one. And a bit of tape just to hold it in place. Okay, so there is our ears. And we've got our nose. So we're just going to position that into center there. I've got googly eyes again for this. Sometimes need a good bit of glue, good bit of Pret stick for that. There we go. Now the last thing we're going to do then is use our marker, and we're going to do his mouth and some of the wee whiskers. So we're taking a line down from the nose and then a wee curve, and then we're going to do some whiskers coming out. 1, 2, 3. Sometimes have to go quite slow with this because your marker can dry up. And that is your rabbit and your chick. I hope you enjoy making them.